Okay. Let's see if that's up. All right, if I'm live, that's awesome. I'm trying to figure out how to situate my screens so I can see comments too. Okay, I'm live. I see the Discord. I don't see it on YouTube yet. Let me refresh it. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up and mute myself. All right, nice. Hey, Warrior Wolf, Skull, and Death Cheater. Hey guys, it's good to see you on the chat. Hey, Edwin and Lars. Hey guys, nice. I figured I'd just start it since I'm still setting up, but I went past my 5-minute mark. Nice, you're on YouTube. Yeah, that's the only place I'm able to stream right now. This is gonna be so weird. Like, I've never done a stream before other than on Bonzinator's channel. So it's gonna be really weird talking and not having you guys like at the same table. It's gonna be weird to get used to. Oh yeah, who are we playing? Well, I didn't post my solo playthrough the last week. I probably will still post it, but I was playing as the warrior and the boy, and it didn't go super well, so I kind of wanted some redemption. Are you guys up for that? Oarfish, yes. Yeah, the oarfish is an awesome idea. I've got lots of ideas around that one. I just don't know if people are going to vote for it, so I might greedily like add on the next stretch goal page like maybe some like sub ones where I get to choose like different ones because there are so many good ideas. All right. Yeah, sorry to leave you guys hanging for 5 extra minutes. I'm live right now, so here we are. You want merchant and boy? That is death. They cannot. That would not be a good duo. I'm just telling you now. 2 solo companions. Okay, let me start setting up. Make it work. If I was a god of rolling, I could probably do it, but let's see. You want to see the druid? Yeah, I'm going to do a playthrough of the druid sometime soon. There was like a few tweaks that I wanted to do on her specifically for quick play. She's like very strong, like building over like lots of voyages, so she's really good for campaign mode. But I wanted to balance her in for the quick play, and I'm pretty sure I have the right stuff. I just need a couple more plays to make sure it's just right. Let me see if I can switch this over to a top-down view. Just, hey Asher, yeah, got my core Discord people here. This is awesome. All right, let me see if I can switch the top-down view. Again, this is like my first time, trying for a live stream, so it's gonna be bumpy. I apologize. Okay, here's a top-down view. It's not as bright as I maybe want it, but one of the challenging things with, I think, streaming this, like a lot of our content creators are used to like just having really bright like lights top-down kind of thing, but like everything here is dry erase, so it's kind of like glary. And I actually had to turn off some of the lights in here because I would get like a hot spot on the map or something. And again, I also wanted to get some extra cameras. We actually tried a couple different cameras, but there was like various issues that I've still got the same video setup as last time, but I'm probably gonna go buy some like 4K video like cameras. Steve from Co-op Guild has been kind of showing those off, different ones for me. Let's see, you guys want Mystic? I see Edwin's saying Mystic. Let me know if you guys want Mystic instead of the Warrior. I know you guys have seen Warrior recently, so. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do the boy regardless. So here, I'll let you guys kind of decide. We got, here, let's see. Oh, that's the merchant. Mystic. Berserker would probably be hard mode just because he doesn't have any ranged weapons. He is the ranged weapon. Yeah, he would not be able to really share with the boy on that one. Oh man, you guys are awesome. I'm trying to keep up with comments too. Thanks for the compliment on the setup, Lars. Appreciate it. Hopefully it'll just continue to get better every time we do it. Let's see. Okay, do you guys have ideas out of these four? The Mystic, Warrior, Berserker, Archer, match up with the boy? Mystic. See Mystic. Okay, let's do Mystic. All right. I've not done this matchup in a little while, so this will be fun. Switch back over here. Okay. So you guys set up the boat. You guys get to see setup in progress. Mystic. I'll just set them flat. Normally, like I play with them, standing upright, but for streaming the game, it's nice to have them kind of flat down. Okay. Let's see. That's all we need there. And okay, got a attack dice. Right now, for like basically all of the playthroughs, we've been doing just regular D12s, but these are actually going to be custom molded ones, so that it'll be like the same numbered font on every side as the rest of the game, but then also on the number 12 side, it'll tell you if it's a melee or ranged die. It really doesn't matter which one you roll, but like sometimes like in gameplay, like I'd roll for like an attack and be like, oh, I think I was doing a melee attack, and then I would kind of forget, or somebody else would forget. And so like declaring kind of what your weapon is definitely, has a change on your outcome, since there's different roll stats for each weapon. So I figured that would kind of like settle it, if there's a die for each one. So if you roll it and you're like, I think I was doing, I know what die I rolled. So won't forget there. Let me jump back over here. Let's see. So the lore of the boy is, well, I guess I'll start with the whole start of the lore, which, I mean, it's on our front page too, but in Sea Beast, the Vikings had essentially raided all the known lands. So that is this map here. They have overrated it. They've completely destroyed everything, and they've claimed all the land to be theirs. But they experienced famine and drought and terribleness. Basically their crops weren't flourishing. So they had to venture out beyond this wall of fog to find prosperity again, new treasures, new lands, and all that stuff. But those great warriors that set out never returned. And so the merchants of the land set up all their different trade routes. They mapped the region, which wasn't a thing that Vikings normally did. But this kind of forced them to start progressing in farming and trade routes and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden the sea beasts come in, infest the waters, and cause chaos for all those different merchant trade routes. And so those merchants reached out to the last remnants of their raiding days, which are, all the characters we have in the game so far. So they're kind of the last of their kind. And the boy, his father was one of those warriors that set out beyond the fog. So he longs to become a warrior himself, and he wants to learn the ways. So he is kind of tagging along with you. no direct connection with the Mystic other than they're from the same tribes. So, okay, let me focus on setting up. Let's read some comments here. Edwin saying the boy is child of stalking death. That would be quite the plot twist, wouldn't it? Oh man. Don't give me ideas. Don't give me more ideas than I already have. This is a little chaotic from last stream. We just dumped everything in the same bag. So it's a little messy, but all right. Set these off to the side. Get our depth decks all set up, shuffled. Okay, let's put these off. And these are going to be off camera because I figured they're not super important that you see a static deck all the time. Okay. And then I actually got these. I don't know if I took pictures of these yet for you guys. Maybe I did, but we have these new acrylic tokens for the submerged tokens, and it's kind of hard to see, but they got this like swirly, oh man, that's not going to focus. They're swirled around, but I'm trying to match, you know, the details that we have on these shallow dice, which is kind of like this swirly, tealy kind of wave looking thing. And they also have glitter in them too, which is kind of fun. But I'll probably darken these up a little bit, but they're pretty fun as is. And then all these dice are going to be the same size, like these big chunky 20 millimeter sizes as well. Set those off to the side. I'm going to have my supply of blood and sweat and water and runes kind of off behind my little picture here. Load these up over here. Okay, let's read some comments. Hey, thanks for loving the story. I'm excited for you guys to see more of it, honestly. I'm trying to prepare like a non-spoiler campaign demo, like trying to figure out which character is going to be best for that. I'm trying to figure out if I should show like origin start or like somewhere midway in the campaign. So that's still TBD. That's why I haven't posted yet. This being like our first Kickstarter too, it's a very eye-opening experience. It's a ton of work. Just keeping up with like all the comments and stuff, which is so exciting because it's been a really successful Kickstarter, and I didn't expect it to blow up like that big, that fast. And that first day you guys had, like, I think you guys unlocked all the stretch goals I posted in the day one. And then I get so like honed in, focused on like making that next stretch goal page that I'm like, I gotta write an update, gotta respond to questions, make sure that we got the right add-ons. It was nuts. Definitely gonna be smoother on the next campaign for sure. But let's see. Death Cheater says, will we see character and ability progression in the campaign? Yeah, there is progression that you can make for your Vikings. So quick play is actually going to be probably the most ruthless way to play Sea Beast, which is how all of our reviewers and how all of our play tests have been going. This, like, we've been dialing in kind of this quick play version of the game. But with the campaign, there's going to be lots of things where, like, you know, if you so decide to go different routes, there's going to be ways that you can upgrade your characters and upgrade the ports. And I don't want to give too much away, but there might be some upgrades with the boat itself too. But yeah, lots of things that will kind of like progressively make you more powerful and more strong and like more capable. But that means the game itself is also going to be beefing up with you. So it's going to be kind of a race for keeping that edge as things progress. Lars is asking, were the beasts always there, or is their arrival a new thing? It's definitely a new thing. So the beasts weren't around when they had raided the lands, And once the warriors had gone out in search of everything, it was kind of a mystery why they went away and why they didn't return. It was basically a time period of a couple years that they were gone. So it left kind of the people remaining pretty desperate. And so right when they're feeling like they had figured everything out and they were going to be able to sustain themselves, that's when the beasts showed up. And so, and that's kind of the assumption of what was the fate of those warriors that went out. They probably met these beasts. Let's see. Lars, yeah, I know. Yeah, I really want to show the campaign off. I'm hoping I can do it by next week. The challenge is like I have like also like I just need to print the cards themselves, and that's a whole process in itself. I've run out of ink in my printer so many times just because I'm printing so many cards, and I think I've gone through like probably 20 different prototypes too. Just to get to this place. So now I just started paying a local printer to do it, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with you guys' comments too. Edwin, I had noticed some of the later stretch goals that Aaron said Aaron picks the beast submitted from Discord, but I changed them to voted ones. Correct. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably scatter those like little lantern picked ones probably in the next page, because I wanted to balance it out from like Discord. Like basically you guys on the Discord got to like vote on pretty much the whole first page of stretch goals, and then I want to also bring people in on the Kickstarter who don't necessarily use Discord. I want to give them a chance to like get some write-ins, get some beasts of theirs voted on, get their voice on the game too. So I kind of pushed those ones off for just a little bit, but I am going to probably scatter those into this next stretch goal page. Okay, so Mighty's asking, what's your new personal funding goal for the Kickstarter? Like, are there any stretch goals you're pretty keen for us to hit? Yeah, actually, if you guys saw originally, I think it was actually on our preview Kickstarter page. So if you were in our Discord, I sent out a preview link before we were live of like, hey, here's the Kickstarter, check it out, ask any questions. And I actually had a couple stretch goals for the minis themselves on the minis page. So like on that Abyss section, there was 2 of them specifically that were bigger stretch goals, but it was kind of causing confusion because I had a stretch goal page and then I had 2 of the bigger stretch goals for the minis. So I just decided to simplify that, took them off, but they're still on there. So the tortoise, the 3-headed tortoise that I spelled wrong, is one of the biggest minis unlocks because he's going to have 3 minis with him if we get to that. And then the hammerhead shark, so like I think he's going to be 1 mini. So that's pretty cool. We need some Aaron picks because poor Telly has no hope. The telescope fish, yeah. I like the mechanics behind that. That's pretty fun. He has that like real funny like scrappy uncle look to him too. He has like the hair like off to the side. Yeah. Okay, let me focus on setting this up so we can actually start playing too. I could probably ramble like all the time, but I know some people want to see me play. So let's see. Gotta get my rune set. This is the fun setup part, but so the dual layered stuff is actually really nice, especially for the player boards when you're resetting everything. This boat speed tracker is also going to be dual layered, and the cool part about the heroic and legendary pledge is like with the the actual trays themselves, this will actually be an insert within the tray that has like all the beast cards, all the depth cards, and then I believe it's going to have a spot for your blood and your runes and the extra water too. So it's going to like be like a full resource tray, but also a gameplay tray because you're pulling cards from it, you're pulling water from it, and blood. So it's actually going to be a really nice thing for setup and teardown because you can actually leave these slotted. These waters slotted in it when you store it too, so it's like 6 less things that you have to plug in. So that's pretty nice. Okay, let's see. Chad says, if we don't hit those stretch goals, can you send out the files so we can 3D print our own minis? We haven't designed the 3D minis, so part of that stretch goal is the cost of designing the minis themselves. So Bryce over at Black Magic did all of these. So he was formerly at Game Trays. He was like one of the guys there. But he designed all the trays for us, and he's designed all the minis for us as well. But so part of that stretch goal is funding to pay him to do those minis. So hopefully we can just get them designed, and then we just include them. That's my hope. Okay. Let me get my reference cards here for my Mystic and the boy. I have a feeling I'll probably get distracted through most of this gameplay, so I'll probably choose a shorter one. Or maybe a medium one. Let's do a medium one. Thinking maybe from Clo-Oi, so this is port number 4. Oh, this is not the right pen for me. I bought tons of these extra pens. Some of them are just too thin to show up on stream. So, okay, so we're gonna go from port 4, which is Clo-Oi, all the way to Jarlsfell, which is the Leader's Mountain. All right. Let's see if I make sure I got the right film. Okay. Sweet. All right, we ready to sail, guys? Are you guys still with me? Let's see. See if I missed any other comments there. Edwin says, so the boy is actually Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. That kid is going to be taming the most fearsome beasts for himself and riding alongside the boat. Yeah, that's awesome. That would be pretty sweet. He actually does have an ability where he can call to the beasts and like taunt them, and then they'll come over to him in melee range. So that's his ultimate ability. It's called a distracting call, which is pretty cool. All right, let's go. All right, so we got a boat speed of 3. We're starting from port 4. If you guys don't, I think most of you guys know how to play just based on the chat here, but the game revolves around 4 phases. There's a sail phase where we navigate on the map, and then there's that's where the beasts come from. Whatever depth we end on is what we're drawing from the depth decks. And then once the beasts are around here, they're going to attack us. That's the second phase. And then the third phase is where we get to use our actions. So that's the Viking attack phase. We're going to use all of our sweat, all of our blood as much as possible to slay those beasts. And then we go into a refocus phase where it's kind of clean up, beasts move, and then we do that again until we either sink or lose all of our cargo or make it to our destination port. So here we go. We're in the sail phase. We got 3 speed. We can go orthogonal, diagonal, whatever we want. I want to hit this super haven on the way up. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna stay in the shallow. Draw 1. All right, we got a shark. Let's see. I'm gonna switch over here. Make sure I'm showing you guys the right stuff. All right, so the shark's gonna go to location 2 based on his icon on the bottom left of his action row. Just a note for you guys too, in the final game too, I'm going to add probably little icons up here indicating which phase these actions are triggered in. just because, I mean, it's pretty easy to remember, you know, the leftmost is like where your placement is, what the next one is his attack, and then a move, but still I'm going to add that for clarity. That's one of the things that actually our Gen Con playtesters kind of came up with. I liked that idea. Okay, so that was the sail phase. We got a beast out in play, and he's going to attack us. His attack is just 1 water damage. He doesn't roll. He's just going to do it every single time that attack phase comes up. So we have an option now to block it with this shield, or I could just take it on the ship, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just place it right there. And now it is the Viking attack phase. Oh, and I need to start with my sweat. I need my partnership cubes. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, and I also don't know if this was clear in the rule book. I need to go back and double check this, but I just noticed some of our reviewers were starting with 0 partnership, but we do start with 1 partnership each. So that means, you know, if we want to attack right out the bat, then we get to have like at least a reroll, or we could add 1 to that roll if it's just not good enough. So that's something I need to double check that's in there. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to do first? I mean, we want to attack him. Just gonna see what you guys are saying. Lars is that shields? May shields break, may scales break. It's axe time. It's tooth time. The storm shall brace before us. Break before us. Here we go. All right, valor. Sorry, yeah, that's another thing. We're changing partnership to valor. So this will be now the valor track, because that's just way cooler. It fits the theme. It makes more sense. So yeah, we were trying to figure out partnership alternatives for the last like year. So okay, let's slay some beasts. I'm going to use the Mystic to attack first. So I'm slotting my sweat in for the attack action. I'm spending one of my orbs to attack this shark. I need a 6 or higher, which is that's a 50% chance that I can hit it. But the cool thing with her orb is that if it hits, I could either stun the beast, or I could surge the energy to immediately use another sweat action. So let's see what we get. A 10, yes, okay. And that's actually for a crit, so I get 2 hits on that. So I'm gonna mark off 2 there. So to go into the details more, the stunning effect would ignore the beast's reaction from this attack. If I wanted to surge energy, I could immediately use the sweat action that's available. So I'm actually going to let him do his reaction. I'm going to do the surge energy. So he's going to do another damage to the boat based on his reaction that I just hit. And then he's going to move 2 locations around the boat. 1, 2. All right. And now I get to use a free sweat action, and I'm going to use that. Actually, let's see what I'm going to go into. So if I go 1, 2, 3, I'm sailing into the fog. I could do a foresee ability, is what I'm thinking. That allows me to look into any one of the decks, depth decks, to see what the top 2 cards are, and I can summon one of them to the bottom of the deck, casting it away. Or I could do a repair and kind of beef up my valor. I might just let the boy do some work for me though. So I'm gonna take the free action to foresee, and I think I'm gonna look in the deep. I'm about to sail into the fog, so I want to see what's in the deep. So I got a squid, and I got strong winds. The strong winds are actually gonna work against me on this one too. Unless I go shallow again and I use the strong winds for my favor to kind of wrap around this. If I make sure my first deep card is up in this area, then it would just boost me over there. That actually kind of be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna send this Kraken squid to the bottom of the deep, and I'm going to leave this Strong Winds card on the top. So then I know that's coming. Those pesky winds, yeah. They can help you out sometimes, but most often they're going to throw you off course. And we're going to see if it's going to come back to bite me. All right, so I used my Foresee ability. I get 1 Valor from that, so that's the Mystic's turn. She also gets 2 blood because I did hit that thing pretty good. I'm going to use 1 blood to repair that, get another Valor. This is looking very good. And I think for the boy, I want to start getting his Valor up because he gets really useful once he's got a lot of Valor. So I'm just going to do a straight repair with him this turn. Keep my boat full speed. He gets a Valor. Let's see, I think, oh, I should have just done a move to repair that for free, and then I could have braced. That's kind of silly. He's going to do 1 damage for sure. Do I want to just kill him? Should I just kill him, guys? Yeah, thank you. I did get my 2 blood, Lars. What do you guys think? Should I kill him? There might be some delay with the chat here, so I'm just going to wait for a second. Should I kill him or wait to kill him afterwards? Perhaps with a melee. Let's see, he's going to move 1. All right, well, I'm gonna move over. Actually, I think I'm gonna save this blood. I'm gonna wait it out, and I'll see. I really should have moved my guys to the side instead of just doing straight partnership or straight repairs. That's just me misplaying. Murder. Okay, all right. I mean, if you guys say death, choose death. All right, I'll go for it. I'll go for it. I'm going to attack with the 2nd blood. I'm sending out my 2nd orb, which means I don't have any more. Those are my 2, but I get 1 back if I kill it. So let's hope I kill it. Let's roll the ranged, and I need, again, a 6 or higher, and I kill it. I got a 10 again. Heck yeah. Okay, so this is actually really cool because a 10 is a crit, and that means that as I cross off this blood, this last blood, I overkill him, essentially. I don't get an extra blood, but I don't have to fulfill that last reaction. So he's not going to do a damage. I get 1 orb back from killing him. So 1 orb is still out there in the wild, lost to me. And I get to collect a bounty for a ranged kill, which is 2. All right, and I'm just going to set him off to the side. I'm going to get my blood. Boom. I could do another foreseeability. Let's do it. Just because I know for sure I'm going into shallow, going to take a Valor, going to look at the next 2 beasts, and that is a wonderful shuffle from me. Let's go with the weaker one, obviously. But this, actually, I'll use this as an example to show you guys. Not every single beast is going to be the same. Actually, there's going to be no beast the same. You guys can see, even though this is the same beast type, same art, we actually have different starting positions or locations, different attacks, different amount of health, different reactions. In this case, there's different bounties for them because this guy's a little bit bigger. With a bigger health bar, he's going to get more bounty for him. So this is just kind of a testament to, like, you know, there is some of the same art in here, but you know that's going to start changing as we bring more beasts in. But there's not going to be one exactly the same as the other. Okay, so I'm going to keep the weaker one on the top because I need the boy to, you know, learn the ways of the waves and kill his first beast. Okay. All right, I think that's the Viking attack phase there. So we're going to reset. All the sweat actions come back to the ready area. That's kind of the open spot on your player board. And then any spent blood gets discarded. So I'm discarding 3 blood over here. And then if we had beasts out here, they would move around the boat, but we don't. So we're going to go right back into our sail So we are full speed again. Let's sail through this haven. So we're going to go 1, 2, and let's keep it in the shallow. Let's be smart. Okay, so we did sail through a super haven. That means we get to take any one of these rewards. I'm going to, like, we haven't lost any shields yet or anything, so I'm going to bring on 2 extra crates. We're picking 2 crates up. We're stacking those on. We are set for a very good end score if we can deliver all of these. Okay, and then we're drawing 2 shallow beasts. Let's see, so we know the first one, he's going to go to 6 over here. The second one, okay, this is rocks ahead. Okay, so we're going to have to draw jagged lines connecting 3 dots on the map. When sailing through this area, roll a 6 with the fog die. If I don't roll a 6, I take 2 water damage, but I can use Valor to add to that roll. So I'm gonna add that right there, and it's basically the way you figured out where these are is there's a compass, there's little arrows, might be hard to see on there, but you're gonna line that up with the compass on your map, the arrow up. So this is actually right in our path. So it's just like that. So we're gonna have to either sail around it or risk getting 2 water damage if we try and sail through the rocks. That's not ideal. Okay. Warrior Wolf is asking, so you don't have to stop at the haven? Correct, you don't have to stop. If you do stop at the haven, you get to skip the beast attack phase. There's no beasts in play that makes sense for us to stop, so it's just better to sail through and collect the rewards. If you just sail through, then the beast attack phase still happens, but if you land at port, skip it, and then you still get your Viking attack phase, so you kind of get an advantage against the beasts. Let's see if there's any other stuff in here. Edwin, with the weapons upgrade in the Legendary Edition, will that also upgrade the new weapons included in the Wilderness expansion, or would that just, or is that just weapons for the base game? Weapons for the base game, because the Wilderness expansion comes with all the deluxe like wood components. I think I actually have those. Let's see. So I'm just going to include all of the little meeples. So this is the little druid meeple, and she has her spear, and then she has 3 ravens with her. I might adjust, some of the designs on these just to be a little bit more bold, but yeah, they're pretty fun. The spear is super fun mechanic, and the ravens are really exciting too. They're almost like a solo companion, but not as strong. So like you get to send ravens out and about, and they'll swarm over your prey. So that they're pretty fun. Amanda says brutal. I missed that. Let's see. Okay. All right. So maybe about the rocks, probably. All right, let's see. So we just sailed. All right, so we're just gonna go into the beast attack phase, and he's gonna do 2 right off the bat, unless I can do anything about it. I think I wanna move into position to block some of that. So I don't have enough resources to use a rune stone ability with a boy, but I do with the mystic. So I'm gonna spend, for her, I can unlock a move action with 2 Valor or any combination of Valor and Blood. So I'm going to spend 2 Valor, unlock this move rune, and she's just going to move right here to brace that. So she's going to brace against 1 of the damages, but then 1 extra comes on because this beast does 2 water damage. And I get a Valor for that, so it almost pays for itself, unlocking that rune. Warrior Wolf, I think I'm somewhat most excited at the idea of the druid. Yeah, she is really cool, but she is going to be the most complex to play, which also is very exciting. Especially for me, I've played the game so many times that it's fun with a new character that I haven't played as much with, and it's like she's also a high difficulty level, so it's like a good challenge. And Lars wants to see Druid too. Okay, definitely going to play the Druid next time. That should be no problem at all. So I'll show you guys that next time. We're also getting like a little bit more figured out on the live streaming here, so I might be able to start doing more live streams. I just don't know what the schedule will look like yet. So my hope is that we can do some more playthroughs. Okay, so I just moved. I'm bracing. They did the damage. That's the beast attack phase. Now we're going to go into the Viking attack phase. Let's slay a beast. Okay, so he's going to react with a water damage, but I can brace that. He's going to move. Really want a double hit on this. So let's see. All right, I'm going to just do this attack here. I'm going to do a melee attack this time. I'm going to roll the red. And for the melee, the Mystic's not super good at like just pure hitting, but she has a lot of utility to her. So her roll stats are a little bit higher. So hopefully I can mitigate a bad roll here. So I need a 5 or higher to hit a melee attack. I got a 4. Should I re-roll or just add to it and guarantee the hit? I think I'm going to guarantee the hit. I'm going to just spend 1 Valor, turn this 4 into a 5, meaning I hit him for 1, boom, get a collect of blood, and he is going to do a 1 water damage, which I brace, so I get a Valor, and he is moving 1 location here. Still in melee range, so I could hit him again. I won't be able to brace the center shield, so I would take on the water, but if I get a critical, then there's the chance that I could sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm just looking at this thing. If I kill him with a melee attack, I would get this orb back. But if I spent another orb, it's an easier crit, but I would just get 1 orb back. So I'm going to do a melee attack. Again, with this blood I just got. And let's see what happens. Yeah, 5 or higher. 11, yeah, crit. Heyo, boom. So I don't have to take that reaction from him. I also get to collect the higher bounty because I melee killed him. I get a blood. I get my orb back. That is a good play. All right, and then for my boy here, let's see. I kind of want to move him into a blocking position because I think my Mystic could probably take care of that. So I'm gonna get him prepared by moving him over here so he could brace anything that comes in this spot. I'm gonna use my Mystic's blood. Actually, I do want to sail with 3 speed, so I'm gonna spend this on a repair. Yeah, I'm gonna spend that. Yeah. I'm always torn on my decisions here, because looking back, I always know what I want to do better, or what I should have done. Okay, so that's my Vikings attack phase. I'm gonna reset my sweat again, and then discard my blood. Okay, let's see. Death Cheater is saying, so rune stones can be unlocked out of order at any time. Yes. So rune stones are a really important part of this game that people don't really catch on to maybe the first time they play, but that is kind of the core power of your reactions off turn for anything. So even if like a beast rolls his attack dice and you're like, oh, I should be in a position to block that, you can unlock a rune right at that moment to move into a position and block those things. Or say you attack and there's a reaction off that attack, and then you use a rune stone, you're like, I don't want to take that reaction, I'm going to unlock this rune stone for an attack. So you basically are attacking before that reaction can happen. So runestones are like the way you kind of punch the game back in the face, because this game will punch you. So runestones are probably the most powerful thing. If you can optimize them, it can really add to the flow of your game and make you a lot more powerful. So give you a lot more agency. Ken says runestones all start locked. You unlock them, getting that action free immediately. Yeah, exactly. So, and then yeah, whenever you want to, you can use this rune that is in your free space at any time to place onto any of your attack or whatever actions you want. So some games, like if you play it pretty well, like they're gonna be all replaced back out there because you're like optimizing all of your actions. I think I just played a game earlier today where it was like all these runes were kind of like scattered throughout the entire block of my actions tree, which is really good. It was a very good. I wish I had filmed that one because it was good. It was very enjoyable. And then, oh hey, Daniel Rydell. Shout out to Daniel. He helped me set up all of the live stream here, and he's not here anymore. So if anything goes terribly wrong, I don't know how to fix it. But everybody say thank you to Daniel for setting this up. And then Death Cheater is saying, nice, yeah, that's awesome to add some counterplay. Exactly, yeah, it's all about countering. Yeah, Ken, you and I got it. We'll help people out here. Okay. And then Death Cheater, yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, you're good. Yuri is asking if there's gonna be any map expansions. So currently I don't have a plan for another big map, at least with this campaign. Currently there are 30 different routes you can already do on just this side of the map. On the back side of it is a totally fog map. So, and it changes up like where the currents are and all that stuff. So there's essentially 60 different voyages you can do just with this map. I don't have the back side of this one printed fog just because I wanted to, if there was damage on one side, I wanted to have a fresh back side. And sorry, I think we have some leaf blowers here, so if it's loud, sorry. Let's see. But for maps, within the campaign mode, there will be like cards, like probably like this size, that have a sub map within it. And those will be included in the campaign play, but the idea is with the campaign play is as you like unveil more things, they get added into the depth decks for regular quick play too. So it kind of stacks up your quick play stuff as well. So there will be sub maps, but not just like a massive map. Yeah, pesky leaf blowers. Yeah, it is pretty loud, but they're doing a good job. Okay, I'm just gonna start playing again. Oh, sorry, there's some more questions here. Ken said, you mentioned in the Kickstarter comments you don't have to move each turn. Does it make sense to do that when you're overwhelmed with monsters? So moving, like you're probably talking about on the map. Yes, you always have to sail at your boat speed. So we're currently at 3. We can't do 2 or we can't do 1. We have to sail our full speed just because our sails are up. But if you lose, like there are places where you get essentially 0 speed. And even if you are in the same area, so like say you don't move anywhere on the map that turn, you still have to redraw for the depth you're currently in. So it could be devastating. Say if you went to the abyss, you got 0 speed, you're drawing another abyss. So you gotta get out of there. You gotta prioritize repairing that ship, probably over killing monsters at that point. Okay. Also, yeah, if you are crossing over any paths in here too, you have beasts stalking you. So if you ever get pushed, like oftentimes it's like the wind will push you back through your own path that you've been before, and there's beasts that are constantly stalking you. So if you do that and you're crossing your path, you're gonna have to draw 3 new beasts from the depth you're currently in, which that's not just 3 depth cards, it's 3 beasts. You're gonna draw until you get 3 beasts, which is insane. It happened with Parker and I on the last playthrough. You guys can check that out, but we survived and it was okay. Yeah, you got it, Ken. And Warrior Wolf is asking, is there potential to have more than 6 beasts out? Yes. So the benefit of having more than 6 beasts out is, I mean, in the rare case that we played, they happened to be in one in each location around the boat, which was completely insane. But if you have more beasts out, the more odds are that they're going to be on the same location and they're going to be doing a beast battle instead of using their attack actions, which kind of is really good for you because they're going to do 2 damage to each one of them in the beast battle. If there's like 3 or 4 beasts in that battle, they're all going to take 2 damage. And then only 1 water damage comes onto the boat from that battle. So it's a really good thing. If you get lots of beasts out, it's kind of like, it doesn't destroy you necessarily, but it could, most likely would. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's see, where were we? We killed a beast. I think we're about to sail. Are we about to sail? I got distracted in conversation, but I think we're supposed to be sailing because I have refreshed all of my actions. Okay. If I mess that up, you guys can tell me if I mess that up. All right, we got 3 speed. Let's go. I mean, we have a fresh boat. We could just go straight through it and then get into a good fog spot because there's currents up in the north. Yeah, thanks, Warrior. Yeah, okay, we're on sail. Let's sail through the rocks. I'll show you guys how that goes. So I'm gonna plot my course fully. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, oh man, where do I wanna go? I think I'm just gonna go straight over here into the fog for draw 1. But since we sailed through the rocks, we need to see if we scraped our boat or not. So I'm gonna take the fog die and I need to roll a 6. Otherwise we're gonna take on 2 water damage right away. And I did not. I could use my partnership to add to this, to add to the roll. I can't use it to re-roll it because it specifically says I can add Valor to the roll. I have a lot of Valor, but I kind of, I think I'm gonna take on the damage. So I'm gonna take on, let's see, let's do 1 here. And I get to place it kind of whichever spot I want to. Trying to strategically place it so I can still get the move bonuses. So I'm going to put the other one in the middle here. So that way, if I wanted to move, I could move these guys to the free repair actions and repair those pretty easily. Okay, so now I have a fog to roll for. Hoist the mainsail. Yeah. We're at full speed. Okay, I rolled a 2. So 1 to 2 is a shallow beast. That's really good. If I had rolled a 3 to 5, that's deep. If I rolled a 6, that would be abyss. So I rolled the best one. We're getting that cheap little shark. I don't know if I shuffled these. Like, that's kind of crazy. I think we had all four sharks up there, and that's all that there is in here. Okay, so he's gonna go to location 4. I always love it when I do a recorded gameplay and then all of a sudden it's just not shuffled. I thought I shuffled it, but that's crazy. Okay, so beast attack phase now. He's gonna do 2 right away. Gosh, I don't have enough for the mystic to move over there. Unless. I mean, I'm just going to do this so I can show you guys kind of the versatility of this, but I have a runestone already unlocked. I'm going to place it back on my move, and that I'm going to immediately take a move to the center because I have to move around this water damage. I can't get to it. And then I'm gonna spend, since it's pretty cheap for her to unlock her move rune, I'm gonna spend 2 Valor, again, to move into this free repair spot. I'm just gonna take that repair right away, get a Valor. And the beast is gonna attack for 2. So 1 I block because I'm bracing that shield, and the other one's gonna come in here. I get another Valor for bracing the shield. I'm happy with that. Nice, Warrior's got me on that one. He was gonna suggest the rune move as well. Cool, so that almost didn't even cost me anything. I think maybe just 1 Valor total because of the repair I got and the brace. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're doing pretty decent here. Okay, I'm going to do a melee attack against the shark. So I'm going to use that sweat on my attack. Roll red for melee, and I rolled a 1. It's not great. I'm going to spend 1 Valor, do a reroll. I rolled a 1 again. I'm not satisfied. I will roll a 3rd time because there's no limit, and I got a 9. So 9 is good, but if I rolled a 10, that would be a crit. I'm gonna spend 1 more just to make this 9 a 10, kill the beast in 1 hit. And then I take on 1 water damage from that, but I'm bracing, so I'm gonna get 1 Valor back and get to collect his bounty. This is pretty nice. So let's see what you guys are saying here. Stuart is saying, what is the cost to unlock a rune when you have placed it anywhere else? Are all the runes the same cost to unlock? I can't quite see. Yeah, it's hard to see. I apologize for that. There are different costs for every single rune ability, and they're also different between characters too. So because the Mystic is a little bit more utility, her rune costs are pretty cheap, except for her ultimate ability, which is a orb volley, which sends her orb all the way around the boat, hitting every single beast in 1 attack, which is crazy cool. But it costs 5 resources to unlock it. So that would be any combination of Valor and Blood to get to that 5 cost. Let's see. Mighty is asking, do you get 2 blood for the kill as well? No. There is a character, the warrior, has a special passive ability called Slaying Glory. So whenever he overkills, or actually whenever he kills a beast, he's just going to get an extra blood. For my case, I just get to take the blood that's on the health tracker of the beast itself. I didn't collect my blood, so I got to collect the 2 blood. Cool. Let's see. Amanda's saying, those Fury attack rolls are coming back to haunt you. Actually, if I rolled a 1 on a Fury attack, that would be really good because that's like starting out at the lowest possible. Because with the Warrior's ability is like, you gotta roll low first time because it's a guarantee hit, and then if you roll it again higher than that last roll, you get to keep attacking and crossing off blood as long as you're rolling higher and higher and higher. At Gen Con, we actually saw somebody kill the horror in 1 turn just on a single Fury attack, which was crazy. Which I killed the horror as well pretty quick on my last recording. Warrior Wolf, Asher, you act like the higher rolls during Fury was what he wanted. Yep, you got it right. And Stuart's asking, could you put the move rune onto any icon or only the ones on the same column? Oh yeah, so you can put it onto any, so I have a rune unlocked right now. I can put that on any action that's out there. The only downside is, like, say if I put it on a foreseeability in that column, the cost of me unlocking that again is going to be the price of that column for that rune. So that would be like a 5 cost to do a last minute foreseeability. I would probably still do that maybe if it was like towards the end of a voyage and I like just needed a little bit of an edge and I knew I didn't need that action again. I could kind of Hail Mary it for like those higher cost columns. But yeah, warriors got you too. Okay, so that was cool. I killed a beast. The boys got some cleanup work to do. So let's just let's see. Let's just do a straight up repair, and we're gonna take that guy off, clean it up. Actually, let's take off this guy. For him, he gets a valor. This is nice. He has 3 valor now, so that means he could unlock any of these 3 rune stone abilities. So that could be a nice chain into the next attack phase. Let's see, and then I want Mystic to also do a repair. I think I'm going to unlock, so I'm going to spend 2 valor and 1 blood back to the discard to spend 3 resources to unlock this repair action, because this repair on the blood rage, her blood rage abilities gives her 2 valor instead of just the 1 valor, and I get to repair that. I'm getting 2 valor back. Cool. All right. I think, let's see. I'm about to sail into really rough water. Let's do a force sea ability and see what's in the abyss. I'm gonna spend this blood, and I'm gonna look at the top 2 cards of the abyss. Okay. Both of these aren't terrible. This Tempest Waters one is a massive storm that would push us back 3 spaces on our previous path on the map, and then I would also be taking water damage for that and drawing new depth cards. I don't like the storm, so I think I'm going to call the storm off. This Griffin is not a legendary beast, so it's actually kind of not too terrible to draw from the abyss. So I'm going to do that, get rid of the storm. Okay, and I get a valor for seeing, and that's the end of my Viking attack phase. I'm going to reset these actions, and no beasts around the boat again because we've been sailing very cautiously. This is also something that's totally different from probably some of the playthroughs that you've seen. There's some good wisdom to like sailing the easiest route possible when especially if you're sailing solo with a companion that's like not super strong. This has been a pretty good route so far, pretty forgiving. All right, so we're gonna go into the sail. We're gonna hit rough water right away, or we could go straight into the monstrosity area, which is we basically would draw through the abyss until we find a legendary beast, which I obviously don't want to do. I don't feel strong enough yet. So I'm gonna hit let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, interesting. I think I'm just gonna sail straight into the unknown. This is a hard stop right in here. For this fog, if there's an X, you can't sail past it, no matter how much speed you have. It's just super rough waters. And this one's a draw 2 for the abyss, so we're gonna roll the fog die. First one's gonna be deep, so I'm gonna draw this one first. Oh, this is the one we expected, I should have known. Strong winds, it's pushing me downstream by, oh man, this is not great. Okay, I'm gonna be going down 2, and then I hit a current, so then I'm going down here and I'm drawing straight from the abyss. So that, that was a bit bumpy. So I'm actually gonna ignore that second draw from the fog, and I'm drawing straight from the abyss now. That's great, but we know it's coming. So we got a random placement. I'm gonna draw the fog die. He's going to 5. Yeah. Man, this is crazy. All right. I grabbed a ton of ultra fine markers. That's kind of silly. All right. But at least we only draw 1 beast, so that's not terrible. So now we're gonna go in beast attack phase. He's gonna roll the deep die. That's this blue one. And he does 1 water damage. We'll take on that water. No problem. Okay, Viking attack phase. I think it makes sense to just start attacking him. I think the boy. What do I want to do there? Okay, I'm just going to attack with a Mystic right off the bat. So I'm going to use an attack. Let's do a melee because I have a better chance at hitting him. And I got a 3. That's not good enough. I'm going to do a re-roll here. Okay, that's a 9. Much better. I could spend 1. That's a pretty cheap spend to get 2. So I'm going to spend 1 Valor, change that 9 to a 10. All right, there we go. And then his reaction is another deep roll. Ooh, got a blank. Nothing. That's great. I get 2 blood. Okay, let's see. Stuart, can anyone in chat tell me by abilities? Or you're wanting to see the abilities? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk through the abilities here. So this is the reference card for the Mystic. So she has a ranged weapon being an orb. She can stun or surge energy with the orb itself whenever it hits. So stunning a beast means you ignore a reaction from a beast. And then surge energy is like you get to chain another action on, an open sweat action. Her passive ability is extract life energy, so that's returning an orb whenever she kills a beast. Her Foresee ability is looking at the top 2 cards from any depth, and she would also get to summon one of them to the bottom of the deck that she doesn't like, and then also gain a Valor from that. And then her super ability is Orb Volley, which would send her orb all the way around the boat. Oh, you're saying the boy. But anyways, that's Mystic. The boy, he doesn't have any shared weapons himself, or I mean, he doesn't have any ranged weapons himself, but he can share weapons. So if we send, basically if he's around an orb when it gets sent out, he could actually collect that orb before it gets discarded, and he could use it as well. He doesn't get the added abilities from it, but he has his own ranged weapon stats to roll for. Another one of his, for his sweat action, is Mentor's Guidance. So that would give him a +2 bonus to any attack rolls he makes that turn. Nimble Scout is his other ability. So he can leap onto an adjacent crate. So he could leap up onto one of these and reveal the top card of the depth deck that their boat is currently in. So he could like jump on top of the crate and search the Abyss card to see like what's in the water around them. While he's on top of the crate won't fall into the water if it gets knocked out by whatever beast ability or damage, but he would fall into the water instead. His super ability is Distracting Call. So if he rolls a 4 or higher with a melee roll, he can lure a beast, meaning the beast is going to move into his melee range, or he can call a beast by summoning a beast from the shallow deck, which is actually kind of helpful sometimes if you have a lull and you want to take on an easy beast to get like more blood or more bounty. That's a good option. I think he was over here. Maybe it was, gosh, I can't remember. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm getting so distracted. All right, so I believe I just dealt damage. I was trying to figure out what ability I wanted to do with this guy. Actually, maybe he was right here. I think he was right there. Okay. And then we just rolled this for the reaction. There was no reaction. So I think the Mystic was going to just attack again. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do a straight up melee attack again. 5. That's all we need for 1 hit. I'll take it. I'll take it. And he's going to roll the deep die again as a reaction. And he does do 1 damage. Let's plop that here because I want the boy. Oh, let's get blood before I forget. And I want the boy to move over there, so I'm going to use a sweat to move. Boom, on that free action, get a repair out of that, get a valor, and then we are in some very dangerous territory here. So I'm going to use this 4 valor to do exactly what I just said about his ability. I'm going to unlock his, actually, do I want to do that? Distracting call. I feel like that's going to be very valuable if I hit a legendary beast. So I'm going to unlock that. So I could lure any one beast from around the boat to a melee range. I could do that. I don't know if that really helps me. I could call a beast to, I feel like that could be good, but let's see. I'm going to call a beast from the shallow. All right. That's not terrible. Okay. And he's going to go to position 5. Cool. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. If I spend 1 here, 2, 3. Trying to see what my options are. I think my Mystic should probably kill this guy because I don't, so the Griffin's ability is, the Griffin can actually pull, it's a flying type creature, so it could actually pull either me, the Mystic, or the boy off the ship and fly to location 7, which is out here. And the only way you could get them back is if you hit them on their weak spot and then they would drop them back onto the boat. Otherwise, if I killed the beast, then they would be dropped in the water, which being dropped in the water is not great. I won't go over it right now. I don't want to think about it because that would not be good. So I'm going to just attack the Griffin one more time. Actually, I can't. Oh, I should have done the distracting call and the boy should have killed it. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Okay. If I get 4, I have 1, 2, 3. But if I spend this on the repair to take this guy, I would get 2 valor because that's my unlocked one. So then now I have 4. Cool. Okay, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to unlock this second attack action, which is a double attack, which is awesome. So that means I get 2 attack actions with this single action slot. So since I unlocked that, I get it. I'm going to target a melee attack against the Griffin first. And I got an 8. That is enough to kill it. In his dying wish, he rolls a shallow. And he does 1 damage. But I killed him. And that was just one of my attacks, so I get to take that bounty. And then, let's get the blood. If I had an orb out there, I would get it back as well. Let's see, I'm going to use my orb against this serpent because I don't want him to take, any reactions. Okay, so I'm going to roll a ranged attack. I need a 6 or higher. I got a 7. That's pretty decent. Yeah, because if I had done that with a melee, he would have gone submerged. That would have been turned over. So I get 1 more blood on that. And then I'm going to use, this is great. So I'm going to use that orb to basically stun him so he does not use his reaction. He's still in play. I'm going to use extra blood on that double attack again. So that means I get 2 more attacks. Let's do melee this time. And, ooh, that's a good one. That's a crit. I rolled 11. I needed a 10 or higher. So that kills this beast. I get 2 blood. It all works out. And I get my orb back. And I get the bounty. Nice. Okay. That was a good turn. It's a very solid turn. And then I want to repair while I can. So I'm going to spend a blood here. Take this guy off, gain a valor. Nice, that was a good turn. Very long turn, as I'm describing everything I'm doing. Edwin's saying, despite being ideal for a solo game, it seems the boy could make for an interesting 2-player game, some fun mechanics on him. Yeah, That's the idea with the merchant and the boy, is that they could also be used as extra Viking characters, but they're just a little more tailored for solo because they're a little weaker. I think I think it was Tabletop Vibes. They did a playthrough. They didn't film their playthrough, but they gave their thoughts about it afterwards. But they played Boatman and Merchant, which is kind of like a more bumbly type combo. And I think they were doing really good at the beginning of their voyage, and then they went into the abyss and got smacked. I think they were not expecting the chaos that awaited them. But yeah, you could definitely, like, the boy is really fun because he's got also a lot of utility to him. And if you get a second sweat on him too, he can be getting those +2 to his rolls every single turn too. So that's kind of the play with him. If I was playing solo, he's kind of acting a little bit more supporty on this roll. Okay, I think let's just reset everything or refocus. And again, no beasts. We're doing pretty good, even though we've hit an abyss. Okay, we're full speed again. I'm trying to get to this port up here. There's a current I see, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, and then this is an extra one, but it pushes me right into a monstrosity space, so that means I'm going to draw a legendary beast. So let's see, I'm gonna draw until I hit a legendary. This is a giant whale, another griffin, and here it is. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle that. Okay, so we got the sea dragon. We're gonna roll for his starting position. He's going to 1. Oh boy. Can the boy brace the shield strong enough? Okay, let me see if I have my reference cards. I had to print all my reference cards again because I've sent out all of our other prototype cards, so I gotta see if I have. They're kind of poorly printed right now because I did last minute, but okay. All right, so this isn't ideal for presentation purposes, but so each legendary beast has their own reference card for what they do when they roll their abyss die. So that's what we're gonna be doing this turn. We're in the beast attack phase now. He's gonna roll, ooh, okay, so he rolled his legendary roll, so that's his ability. So he's gonna do a water spray. So Vikings discard 2 blood. If a Viking does not have any blood, they lose 2 valor. So I lose the 2 blood I had on my mystic, gets sprayed off of her, and I am already at base level here with the boy, so he doesn't lose much. Okay, let's see. Stuart's asking, when you say solo play, do you mean playing boy by himself? Oh, for solo voyages, typically you're gonna either play with just your Viking, so like just the Mystic, or with a solo companion. So the boy is technically a solo companion. He's a character tailored towards these solo voyages. He's not super powerful or anything. He also is gonna probably do less on his turn naturally than all the other combat focused like Vikings. So that's what I mean by solo play, because you're typically going to be rolling with a solo companion. So that would be the boy or the merchant. We're trying to unlock the white wolf right now too. He would also be a companion, but he's a companion that will be able to be taken on any voyage if you have him. And I think I'm going to have something special for him in the campaign mode. I think. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. So I rolled the water spray. We fulfilled that. Gosh, he is devastating to go up against because he is full chaos. Every other hit, he would react by moving or by attacking. So if I had rolled like a 3 attack roll, he would have rolled a shallow dice and then done damage, moved randomly, stun damage again with a shallow. It's a lot of rolls. Like it's pure chaos. Like this is probably the most chaotic, unforeseeable encounter. So this is going to be kind of hard to do it. But if we kill him with a melee attack, we can craft a dragon spear, which would be really cool if I could make that happen. We're also towards the end of our voyage, so it's not going to change a whole lot. Okay, let's see. Do I want the boy to just swing at him? I think I'm going to just do it. I'm going to attack right out the gate with the boy. He's going to take his first swing at a legendary beast. Let's see how he does. Okay. Rolls a 7. Ooh, he draws blood. Does 1 damage. We'll take it. Where did I set my pen? All right. And he gets a blood for that. Okay. And then let's just... I could lure him. I don't think there's any use in that. I think the best thing I could do with the boy right now is maybe do one more attack. I think I'm going to do one more attack. Hopefully I draw blood. If I miss, this will be very sad for me, but I think I want to do that. So I'm going to do one more melee attack. Again, I need a 6 or higher. Oh, I got an 11. This could be bad. This could be bad though, because of the reactions. So he's going to take 2 blood. Good job, boy. Okay, and then now we're going to do that last reaction. So it's the purple roll. Please roll nothing. And I rolled a 2. Okay, so he's going to do a series of attacks now because I have really, I've drawn too much of his blood. I'm just a little small boy. This dragon's angry. He's going to do no damage. That's scary, or I don't know, maybe. He's going to miss, but now he's going to move to position 5. And one more shallow roll here. Oh my gosh, uncoordinated. Okay, does 1 damage over here. This thing is just warming up against us. He's playing with us probably more so. Attack again, go boy. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. The boy is going to be pretty cool because I could lock down one of these crate stacks with him, with his nimble scout action. It looks like we're going to have to sail into the deep again to get to the port, so maybe I could, I mean, I can't look into it like the Mystic can though. Did I already attack with my Mystic? Did I forget to reset that? Let's see. Warrior says, oh my, I had not seen the abyss die yet. Breathtaking. Gosh, I can't remember if I actually used this attack or not. Did I kill something recently? Doing streams is weird because I'm talking to you guys and I'm getting a whole different headspace than I am when I'm focused on playing. Stuart's asking, can Mystics still stun legendaries or are they immune? She can still stun them, yeah. So that's her orb's special ability. But I have my 1 sweat like on the attack action. I don't know what went on there. I don't know if I didn't attack, I don't think. So, okay, maybe, I don't think I did an attack. I think I maybe forgot to reset it because I was taking blood off maybe. So yeah, I would send my orb here. Okay, perfect. Lars said I forgot that. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to send my orb because I want to stun to Stuart's point here, spending that sweat back onto the action. Okay, let's see. 5, since it's ranged, I need a 6 or higher. 2. Okay, I have 1. 1 more Valor. Come on. 5. No. All right. I am going to spend a rune to go onto that attack. So this is now a second attack. I'm gonna use a new, since that was a missed orb attack, I'm gonna send my other orb. Oh man, I should probably have the boy call something, actually. I don't know. Is that a bad idea? Call a shallow beast just so I can use the shallow beast to kill it and get my orb back later. Mighty is asking, Mystic is yet to attack this creature. So yeah, that was right. Does not get Valor for his 2 attacks. Also does not get Valor for his 2 attacks. The boy. He does not get Valor when you attack, but he did get the blood. So what do I want to do? I think so for this attack that I just set my rune on there, I think I'm just going to toss my second orb on him. Just get some damage on him. And 11. Amazing. Yep. Crit. All right, so 2 blood. And let's see, it's landing on a purple, so I definitely want to avoid him rolling that again. So it's going to be a stun hit. All right, now I only have... Let's see, if I do a double attack, then I could probably do a single attack on the next one. He would move, and then I could... Oh, man, I would be without my orbs, though. This is interesting. The bonus of me having another monster out here, too, is if maybe I mean, it's really hard with a sea dragon because it's really unpredictable, but the boy could use his distracting call with that new beast to... I don't have enough to do it twice, though. So it would be like I'd summon a beast, and then I would have to figure it out, like, on the fly, which could, in turn, place more damage on our boat right at the end here. So I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna use the extra blood, though, to do a nimble scout. I'm gonna just jump on top of this crate. It looks really cool when it's on the side, but I know you guys are top down, so it's probably better if I just post them like that. Okay, so let's do, all right, Mystic, let's see some work here. All right, I'm doing the double attack, double melee attack. I need 5 or higher. 1, so that first attack is a miss. Second attack, 5. Okay, that one hits. Actually, that's great. Okay, so I get another blood, and it's gonna move to position 2, and really doesn't matter where those orbs are. I'm just gonna leave them there. Okay, so he's back over here. I'm excited for that dice tray because there's so many dice just constantly crashing into the ship. I'm excited to have a little like dice tray over to the side eventually. All right, let's see. Do I want to do anything else? I should probably repair. Yeah, I'm going to do a repair for that double Valor. So I'm going to take this guy off. Get 2 Valor back. Tough situation. Yeah, you got... I think we can still make it, though. Oh, I also forgot. So when I did the Nimble Scout for the boy to get onto the crate, I get to peek at what's next in the abyss, since we're currently in the abyss. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite beasts. We don't have to draw him. We're just flipping it over to see what's there. He's kind of seeing what's lurking in the water around us. And this is, he's probably my favorite because this little crab, hermit crab kind of thing, he is like a collector. So he will actually, when he's in play, he's going to be trying to steal crates off of our boat, sticking them on his back. And we have the choice to kind of, I think actually this was in a playthrough recently, but by far my favorite beast in the abyss just because he's so comical. Probably a designer's favorite because he's the most annoying. I don't know. Okay. Stuart says, he's a sleepy boy having a snooze on the crate. Yep, he's a lazy dude. He's just hanging out. It's like he hit the beast a couple times, he got tired. Gosh, I don't know if it's wise for me to wait or do something again. Can't do any attacks, so I'm going to call it good on that Viking attack phase. We're going to refocus, discard all the blood, and reset the sweat. Okay, and then let's see what happens here. Okay, we're gonna go into sail. Oh, he's actually gonna move. Sorry about that. Roll to 6. So he is going over here now. Okay, so we are gonna sail once. I guess I could have done a foreseeability. I'm gonna actually, just because I've already done a refocus, so I'm beyond the phase I can use my sweat or blood. I'm gonna use a rune to put it onto my sweat foreseeability. And I'm going to look into the deep. I'm going to cast away the worst one. These are both pretty bad. This one's a ranged only. This guy could do potential 3 damage though, because the deep die does have a face that is a double attack, and the shallow would be 3, so that would be the hardest hitting one. Whereas the serpent would only do a maximum of 2 damage. So I'm actually going to leave the serpent on top and put this guy below. So I know I'm going to be drawing him for sure. Okay. So I used that. We're going into the sail phase. Boom. We're going to that deep spot. And I'm drawing that serpent back. He's going to go, ooh, all right. Like that. He's going to go to position 6. Man, if I had a ranged weapon right now, I could try and kill that thing. Actually, wait. Let's see. The boy could try and melee kill this guy before he dies, but then that would interrupt the beast battle. But I could get the spear, but I'm also at the end. So in this scenario, if we were playing in the campaign, it would make a lot of sense to go for that spear. But since it's a quick play and it's a one-off, that spear is not going to be super valuable on this voyage. But you can carry these legendary weapons from voyage to voyage until they either break, get lost, or something crazy happens. So I'm just going to let this happen. I'm going to let these serpents battle it out. I wounded this one a ton, and it dies. I'm so bummed that we can't get the bounty on it, but we will survive. So, okay. Let's see if I got some questions. Lars is asking, if you pay for the shipping, I'll make a handmade leather dice tray for you, Aaron. Oh, wow. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen your leather work too, and it's awesome. So, yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Happy to pay for that if you want. That'd be super fun. And Stuart says, can you lure the new monster away so you could kill the big guy for the points? Yeah, oh, I could have done that. Yep, see, Stuart, you're already learning the ways. There's lots of options here, and I probably just, yeah. I'm looking at that bounty, but it was also like, if I killed him with my melee, then I would just get the spear. I would have to kill him with a ranged attack to get the 12 bounty. So, and both of my ranged weapons are out there already, so I'd have to kill a beast to get that back. So I'm kind of at a stuck point right now, which is okay. Just kind of try going all in a little bit, maybe too soon. Let's see. Stuart also asking, couldn't you use the rune to interrupt before they attack with the boy ability? Oh yeah, you're also right. Yeah, because I could have used a rune to like pull them off. Yeah, exactly. That's precisely what I could have done. But I don't know if I would have survived. So like worst case scenario, if we're about to go into the beast attack phase, say he does 2 damage here, I could block maybe 1 there. I mean, it could get messy, and then maybe I would get 3 damage potentially from him. So that's almost 6 in 1 turn. Again, it could probably mitigate some of that, but we're just going to sail it through. See what we get. We slayed a lot of beasts. We've slayed a lot of beasts today. We're almost here. Okay. So he's out here. We do take, the boat does take 1 damage. I'm going to let that come on because water damage is cheaper than a replacement shield at the end game scoring. Okay, so I'm going to roll the 2 shallow dice for this guy. Ooh. Okay. All right. I think I need to block with the shield for 1 of those. And the second one that comes on, the downstream effect is going into the crates, but my boy is positioned properly right now. So instead of the crates falling off and me taking on that water, I'm actually falling off into the water with the boy. I get a water onto one of my attacks because I fell into the water. So I'm going to put it on a repair. I'm going to put it on this blood repair. Let's see. So that's kind of good. Okay, we're so close. I definitely need to move back on. All right, I'm gonna move. So that was the beast attack phase, by the way. We're in Viking attack phase. Using my sweat, moving back onto this free repair spot. Take that repair and get a valor. And let's see. Warrior Wolf is saying, ooh, I haven't seen the fall off mechanic yet. Yeah, so whenever you fall off the boat, you do have to place 1 water from the supply, not the boat speed tracker, onto any one of your slots here. The only way you can remove these as the game goes on is I need to forfeit a full turn to dry off. This is also kind of the same mechanic if like the scorpion would sting you. There's some beasts that have like poison kind of things that will also start blocking your actions, but they might specify, hey, you got to block a attack action or you got to block a move action. One of the coolest, I'm probably going to keep telling this story, but like one of the coolest, most tragic battles was at Gen Con. We were doing a playtest with some friends of ours, and he was playing the Berserker who jumped onto a sea scorpion, and the sea scorpion kept stinging him, but he kept beating the scorpion while he was on top of it. But the scorpion had immobilized him, so he had blocked all of his move actions on this scorpion. And that's the only way you can get back on the boat is with a move action. But he ended up killing the beast, and the beast sunk into the water, and he had no way to move back onto the boat. And so he sunk to the abyss with that sea scorpion, but he was like valiant about it. He's like, I'm going down. And I'm telling this story so poorly, but it was so epic to see him just like be like, I'm just going down with it. I'm gonna kill it. And that's the end of me. And his other partner was the archer, so he had to sail on without him, which I had to add a scenario in the rule book because of that, because I didn't know you could die in this game. I specifically tried to, design it around it because I don't like player elimination generally, but that just seemed too thematic that I had to include it in there. So, anyways, big sidetrack. I should be killing beasts. All right, this is kind of our last turn here, so I'm gonna do a move, get my Mystic close, and I'm going to use this double attack action. Yeah, let's do it. And that first attack is an 8 for a melee. That is almost a crit. I'm just going to take the 1 hit though. Since it's in the middle of a double attack, I don't need to take that reaction until I do the last damage. So I'm going to get that blood. Let's roll for the second melee. That's a 1. I want to re-roll that. 11. Boom, crit. Oh yeah, killed it. All right, 2 blood. Get an orb back. He's gonna do 1 damage. That's okay. And I killed him with a melee attack. So got that 6. We are coming in with a good load of crates here too. Okay, so let's do, I'm gonna do this Mystics repair. So I get 2 Valor for that. 1, 2. That is awesome. That is a good ending right there. Any other things I can do for points? I could technically do a foresee, like if we're just going for points here, I could foresee, just look at whatever's in here and get the Valor point, because that goes towards end game scoring. Same thing for the boy too. I could do like I could technically call another beast. I don't think I want to, but I could do his nimble scout again, leap onto this crate. We are currently in the deep. I'll reveal what's next. Ooh, heavy winds. We're gonna bypass that. He gets another Valor as well. So we're just stacking points at this point. Now we're going to refocus. I have to leave the water on there. Blood goes back, sweat goes back to ready. Boom. So if you guys kind of see this, Mystic has runes kind of all over the place. Warrior Wolf, a captain always goes down with his scorpion. Yeah, it was really cool. He was riding that scorpion for a while, and like it was crawling under the boat, and he was like with it, and it was crazy. Okay, so we're going to sail, and we're sailing into port. Boom, we made it. All right, so we are going to find my score card somewhere here in the reference cards I have. Here we go. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but so this voyage from 4 to 6, I think that's a medium voyage, if I'm remembering it correctly. I don't know if I have the right reference card to show that. I'm gonna assume this is a medium. I'm pretty sure this is medium. All right, so we are delivering 6 crates. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 120. And then beast bounties. Let's see what we got here. I think we're gonna be looking for really good score for this one. 6, don't get that bounty. 9, 16, 18, 20, 22. You guys are gonna see my terrible math skills, but partnership, it's got 4, 6. Okay, so we got, and then costs, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 spaces at sea, so that's time at sea, and then any damage around the boat, 0, and then any missing shields, we have 1 missing shield, so that's -3. So let's see, -10 is total. Okay, so we got, I'm gonna add all these up. 1, 4, 1, 4, 8. Okay, that is a really good score. 138 for medium voyage. So we're gonna look at the medium voyages scores here. So 130, oh heck yeah. So we got the best score possible. Scalds sing of your legend. The one right below it is a grand feast for your victory. We're assuming that happened as well. Our valor is revered. The storeroom is full, and we're grateful to be alive. But yeah, that is awesome. That was a very, very, very profitable voyage. All right, cool. This is super fun. I have no idea how long this is again, but I hope you guys had fun with it. I enjoy you guys hanging out with me, and yeah, we'll probably do this again here pretty soon. Man, the sun's setting over here. But yeah, I'll try and do like maybe a midweek live stream as well, just maybe from my office, and then we can just talk sea beast too. Skull. Yeah. Yeah, but appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for joining me on this voyage, helping me out, and we will do this again soon. Thanks you guys again also for your support on the Kickstarter campaign. It is so awesome to see so many of you guys showing up, and let's get some more beasts unlocked. Let's slay those things. All right, Skull. Thanks, Edwin. Yeah, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. All right, I have no idea how to end this. So